So on previous trips I'd been up into the Arctic Circle in Norway, to Sweden, Germany, Switzerland, and as I mentioned before, France, through Europe on one kind of short trip. And then I was heading back to Colombia. This is after Cuba. I was heading back to Colombia because when I was in Myanmar, then I didn't have internet for most of the time there, but I had internet at one point, and I saw that there was the opportunity to go up the La Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, where I am now, up to the peaks, which I didn't think was possible, because if you look at Wikipedia as well, then it says that it's not allowed. You're not allowed to go up to the peaks. But I saw that there was an opportunity, and I said yes. I said yes to my friend Thomas, and I said, yeah, I want to go for sure. And then this was, I don't know how many months, maybe 6 months beforehand or 3 months beforehand. But I arrived back in Colombia, in Santa Marta, which is down below here, and we were getting ready to go up there. And it was... So we came up to here, where I am now, in this town, Palmord, to go up. Then we got a 4-wheel drive up a bit closer, and then we started the walk. And it was about a 10-day trip, I think. And as I said, they call this place the heart of the world. But if you think about it deeply, then everywhere is the heart of the world. And that means from the inside you to outside as well. And another time I was sitting up here on the other side of the mountain in 2011, on the 11th of the 11th, and I looked at my watch at 11:11 a.m. and 11 seconds. So I was here at that time, which is supposed to be a special time, but it's really arbitrary, because when did time start anyway? It could be any time. So in the same kind of thinking, the heart of the world is within you as well. But anyway, we started to walk up. We went through one village, Mamarongo, where my friend is from, who lives here with me. I'm living with him. You continue up until we got to the sacred lakes. These lakes of pure water, where there used to be snow there. You can tell that they're above about 4,000 meters, but the whole area used to be covered in snow and massive glaciers and stuff. But now the glaciers have receded, and they're just on the actual peaks themselves. So we continued up and got to the highest camp, and then I kept going up a mountain called Ruiz Wilches, and you can see the two peaks of Colon and Bolivar, which are both about the same height at about 5,700 meters. So that's the highest point in Colombia, so the roof of Colombia. And I went up there by myself, the other mountain, to take these photos. And there's a glacier on top of that one as well. And I had to cross it as well. It was actually quite dangerous because if I slipped, then I would have just gone straight down. There was nothing to stop me going onto these spikes that had been formed by the melting of the glacier below. Anyway, I crossed that, and then I went out onto a rock bridge, a fractured rock. Went right out there, and I looked down towards the ocean, towards the Caribbean Sea, and then on the other side were the peaks, and I took some photos of the peaks. And so that was an amazing experience, and a unique experience, and something that I wanted to see this land of Colombia, all of the places in Colombia, and a lot of places. Once is enough for me, just to go up there. I don't want to repeat some things, but like in the jungle, you can keep exploring the jungle as well in any direction, but I'd probably almost rather go to new places to see what else is out there. But yeah, that was another amazing little experience. And then I headed back to Japan, and there's an island down south in the southern end of Japan called Iriomote, and they've got a type of native cat there, and they say there's only 100 of them left. I went down there with another friend who I used to live with in Japan, and I had planned to cross the island. Usually you come from the other side, there's a little boat that goes up and you can see some of the waterfalls, but they only started at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I knew that we needed more time to cross the whole island. I don't know how many kilometres it is right across, but anyway, we needed to start from the other side, I knew, so that we could end up where the boat was, to take us that last down the river out of there. So we got up really early, probably 4 o'clock in the morning, I think, and before dawn, and just as there was light coming into the sky, we saw one of those cats running in front of us, so it was quite a rare sight. And then we entered one side of the island, and there's tons of waterfalls and just beautiful pools as well. So we started to cross, walking through the jungle, and then we ended up at a river, and we had to walk down the river as well through the water. But it was beautiful warm water as well, so really relaxed, and you see beautiful waterfalls on the way. And then we popped out the other side like I planned, and the people, it doesn't happen too much in Japan, but they wanted to charge us double because we were supposed to go up from the other side and then go back down, rather than just coming and appearing on that side and then just going down one way. I don't think anyone really does that, or they hadn't done that before, but we made it across perfectly. And so did that trip and then went back to Tokyo.